I am Gaston Gomez. Coming up next on Global Perspectives, a heart-to-heart conversation about culture and education. Welcome to Global Perspectives, heart-to-heart conversations about culture and education. I'm here with my friend Devendra Sapkota from Nepal.
Thank you, Gaston.
So tell me, where are you originally from?
I'm from Nepal. Actually, I born and raised in the eastern part of Nepal in a very small village.
The village?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. And so tell us where it's located. At north, south?
It's northern, the eastern part of Nepal, and it's a little bit north side in eastern. Yeah, I born and raised there in a town called Ilan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's the weather like there throughout the year? Is it the same weather all year round, or does it change every?
Yeah, it changes
season?
like the four season, like same like as here. And the same time we get cold and the hot, and so,
So
like
four
in
seasons?
Spring, yeah, spring and fall, like in the same as it like
Oh,
here
wow.
in the US.
Wonderful. And how many languages do you speak?
Normally, I speak my language, official language of Nepal is Nepali.
Nepali?
But I speak rather than this, instead of English, Nepali, Urdu, Hindi.
Urdu.
So
So four languages.
Four
Wow,
languages
that's
I speak,
awesome.
Right.
Wonderful. And so growing up, do you go to public schools or private schools or a mix of both?
Yeah, I went to public school, which is close to, from my village. I used to walk almost 20 minutes to go to school. in
Wow,
the
20-minute
hillside of
walk
Nepal.
from your
Right.
village to the school.
Right.
And what grade do you go, what grades do you go to school?
I started from the kindergarten.
Kinder?
That's what we called, Sisu grade, which is 0 grade. And we started from there until third grade in a primary school. And then after in secondary school, I changed to another school from 4th grade.
Okay, so after fourth grade, is still public school or
Yes,
it switches to
entire in my life, I went to public school.
public school?
Yes.
And is it a fee to go to school?
Yeah, we get like till 3rd grade so free school in Nepal, and it was that was in my time, and then till 4th grade the school system they charge us like every month fee.
Okay. What was the fee like? How much?
It was
Just to
like
give me an idea, was it like expensive? Was it affordable for a lot of families to send their kids to school or not?
It was not affordable because we didn't have much an income back that time in the village, so our resources was very limited. Just we depending on the farming, and the farmers wouldn't get much money. And for my parents, we were very large family, lots of siblings, so it was very hard for us to provide
Right.
the fee. But somehow they arranged. I would have say around 10 cents a month for the
10
each
cents.
class, right? But
Per student? Per
right,
child.
but
Okay.
it's 10 rupees in Nepal. It was very huge back that time.
Got it. Okay, well, thanks for sharing that. Now, what schedule did you go to? What was the schedule in school? Like 8 to 3 or 9 to 2 or 4?
Our school started, and they still also some of the school. It's 10 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock, and we used to get break a half an hour in 12 in the noon, and then 1 o'clock also in the little break for the breakfasters, either luncheon.
Was it free meals?
No, we never get the free meals. Not like here in America. We used to just get our own, and normally we go to school, start from 10 o'clock in the morning, work in a village, and growing up in a village, help the parents and the cows in the
Wow.
yards and all everything, and we get the luncheon at home, and then after we go to school, and then we normally don't eat anything and during that 10 to 3, and when we come back from school, and our parents provide us whatever we have in home, just corn.
So you have to go to
bread.
work in the morning,
Yes,
work in the fields, and then get dressed to go to school.
go to school, right.
And then after school, go back to work.
Back to work, yeah.
Wow.
Come back and just again just help our parents in the yards and the cows. So that's how we used to do it.
Well, and so was the attendance mandatory? Do you have to go to school?
Yeah, it was. It was a mandatory attendance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until what age?
Till yeah, it's from the beginning when you start. It's
Till
always
until like middle school age or high school? Or
That-
what is the
that-
highest? What was the highest grade in public education?
public education. Back in my time, it was 10th grade.
10th grade.
And right in the high school, and then after we started from the college to 11 to 12th grade, we used
They will be
to call
from
the college.
college.
But nowadays they changed that the curriculum, and like make it like here in the 12th grade, right?
And what about
Higher
boys
secondary
and girls going to school together and or separately or different classrooms for each gender?
Normally, the public school, we all used to go all together in the same school. So in the classroom, the ladies used to, all the girls used to sit in the front, and the desks, and all the boys in the back.
So girls in the front and
right,
boys in the
boys
back.
in the back. So, but we are in the all together
All
in the
together in the same
classroom.
classroom.
Right.
Awesome, okay.
In the other case, in some of the private school, there is a girls' school and a boys' school. They go in separately the school and the individual school. That is in the private school, not in the case in the public school.
Wow. Interesting.
Thank
Very
you.
interesting. Thanks for sharing that with me. Also, I would like to know, were your parents involved in your education at all? Or if they were, up to what point were they involved in your education?
Unfortunately, the parents were, in my time, they were so much involved in the farming and the land and raising the kids and the cows and providing us whatever they could. And they were busy in the yard, and they didn't even have much time, and then they didn't even have idea. So what we are taught in the school, and they couldn't just they wouldn't have any idea to evaluate the education
No idea.
system.
Wow.
So they were actually not involved in our education.
So whatever you learned that day, your parents would not know at the end of the day what you learned about.
No, we normally not at all. So we get our time and come back from the school and just finish our chores and some of the yard work and the cows field, and then after we just sit, and normally I used to sit in my room and then just study myself and try to practice and whatever the homework and try
Homework
to solve and
stuff like that.
yes.
Any afternoon programs at all or not?
No, not at all. And but when I went to this secondary school and started that in especially the school's birthday, that time this sports event, so we used to participate that.
So you were allowed to play sports?
Sports event and compete with the track and field and volleyball
All
and
right.
those kinds
Are
of
you
stuff
good
I
at
did.
it?
Yeah, I was pretty good in the sports in my time.
Good.
Right.
That's interesting to learn about you. So thank you for sharing that.
Sure.
Why did you move to the United States?
I moved here. It's definitely is a better opportunity. This is the greatest country. I heard always about the U.S. Some of my relatives, they used to study here. They study here in the U.S. and I saw the photograph and their stories about the U.S. and unbelievable. So I had always fascinating about this country and love to come here and see like how it is and how it look like. So I always admire this country to be here and see the people and the society and the community.
So before you decided to come to the United States, do you ever visit another first world country?
No, not at all. I didn't go anywhere in the world.
So this
I came
country
here
was the first country that you ever visited outside of Nepal.
Right. This was my first time and the first country to be.
And what year did you arrive?
I came here 2000. Yeah.
17 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. It's 17 years. 17 years, right.
So why did you choose Maryland? Better yet, Anne Arundel County.
Yeah, especially I came here in Maryland. The first, my brother was here. He was doing his PhD program in Hopkins. So I didn't have anybody here. So I didn't have no clue where I'm going. And so I follow my siblings, like my brother. And he guided me in the beginning, and I stay in the Baltimore,
Baltimore City.
Baltimore City, and started to work in the restaurant. And then after 4 5 years later, I found my wonderful wife, Kim. So we got married, and then after I moved to Anne Arundel County.
Great, great. It's a nice place to live, right?
Yeah, Anne Arundel County. I love this county. It's very good. Yeah.
I would like for you to tell me what had you heard about the United States before you came to this country?
I heard this country is imagine so well developed, and some of the things what I heard, it's I guess it's not true. I was thinking always like when this country, when we come here, we don't need even work here. That's all the machine does, and all the computerized. So normally, physically, people they really don't even work. So this all the machine work and all everything. But when I came here, and people work hard here, and so everybody are busy, and the other things other around in the U.S. it's unbelievable. They said it's all the infrastructure, the culture, and the society, and the developed, and I heard it was amazing. So what I found here when I came here, that was true. It's like it was fantastic.
Yeah, love for country.
Lovely country, and to be, I'm very pleased to be in this wonderful country.
What was your first reaction or cultural shock when you got here? As soon as you got here, you said, "Whoa, this is totally different," or you were amazed by it?
Yeah, cultural differences between where I born in Nepal and Nepal and the U.S. It's a really big differences, cultural differences, especially family space here in U.S. Normally in our country, we live in a joint family. So our parents, they work, and for example, we are 10 siblings, and we all lived in the same house. And even like my brothers, and they married and they have kids, and still we live in the same house and eat all together. And here it's very different, and especially the cultural spaces here in the family space. In the US, especially kids grow up in the 16, 17, 18 years, and then after they get out for the school and to go to the college, and so they are totally independent, and they be in their own, and they go out and they live themselves. But in our country, it's different. So we live all the parents, grandfather, mother, kids. We all live
all
together
in the same house.
Same house, and we don't have that space. So it's little different, and make it a little bit harder. That I guess that bond, I believe.
Wow. So if you decide to go back to Nepal and Kim goes with you, you have to live together with your mom.
Oh yes.
Everybody together.
Yes.
Interesting.
we live all together
All
with
together.
mom and my brothers. So we just stay together and talk, and not like here. Okay, let's get out to go and do dinner at the restaurant and get family get together. Either come to my house and everybody get together.
Wow.
It's not like here. Ours
So
is very
family,
different.
family is a nucleus
Right, it's all
or the
together.
core
Yeah,
of
it's
the society there. Yeah.
yes, but it's little harder. So to be here in the 17 years, I probably changed a lot, and to be independent and to live myself. So now I feel a little bit awkward. It's not right thing to do it, but that's how it goes in our country.
So when you go to visit, you feel like you don't belong there anymore?
I
do you feel like a sense like, I don't think I want to come back to Nepal? Or do you feel disconnected from your roots?
I
cultural roots?
don't feel that way when I get there, because I don't stay there a long time.
Okay.
But every bit of time I enjoy, because I listen that all the stories and the family all together. I feel like there's a connected with everyone, and easy access to see each other. Not to make plan or see where we're gonna meet and where is it going to be a dinner and which house or something like that. It makes it a little easy. But if I'm going to stay there long time, definitely would be a little bit difficult for me to be around with everyone in all the time in 24 hours.
Oh.
But I'm living here, and some point I live there short time, so it's fine for me, and I enjoy a bit of time. Right.
Awesome. So what we have learned so far, culture and education are way different.
Very, very
from
different.
the
Very
country.
different.
And it's nice to hear, what is different about.
Right, and yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So earlier I asked you, what was your cultural shock when you came to the U.S.? What was it that it was like, whoa, this is too much, or too fast, or too slow compared to your country?
Oh my God.
Something
That
that, transportation, the roads, communications, friendliness of the people. Tell me that it was like, whoa, this is totally awesome.
Yeah, in Nepal, it's very, very friendly people. For example, if you go to Nepal, like if you go to my house, they invite you instant. Come on and have tea with me, and come for dinner. We're gonna cook for you, and they well respect the guest. And Nepalese people are really, really welcoming people. They make it all. Everyone is very comfortable. That's how it is. Like we grow up, and our societies are. Here is people are very busy, and I do understand it's because of the time, and no one has much time here. Everybody work 8 hours, 9 hours, and get to the road and provide the kids and the education and be around with them in their extracurriculum and the activities in after school.
Right.
I do understand that, and that things we don't have in Nepal, and nowadays it's a little bit more involved. Parents are involved with the kids' activities.
They are more
in
involved
Nepal.
nowadays?
Right, oh, definitely changed a lot back, like 25 to 30 years back. So they're very pretty much involved, but not like here. So I don't blame here for people. It's a little bit selfishness, and they care for them themselves
Right.
more. But in Nepal, they have a time, so they can manage those kinds of stuff. So they don't do much. Here's
Here's more fast-paced
yeah,
and-
fast, and everybody's are busy, and the road, and talking about the road and the infrastructure, it's unbelievable. I've been here since 2000, and I still amaze me, how is this possible? How did they build like this, the country, and the road system, and the transportation, any kind of system, like you go here and anything to do it, like everything you stay in the system, and you follow the system and you get it done. And our places is still not like this happening. So probably one day we will see that they're gonna adopt this good culture, either good the techniques and some of the good
Improvised
things.
infrastructure
But it's
and,
right.
Well, maybe one day you get to
One
see
day
that.
I
And
get to
invite
see.
me. I'll go with you.
Oh, sure, definitely, I would love to.
Good. And so, overall, what do you think are some of the biggest difference between your country and the United States? I know we talk about culture and education. Anything else? For example, religion, politics. When it comes to growing up, how involved are you in your religion? Do you pray every day? Are your parents politically involved? Tell me about it.
Yeah, my parents, my mom and dad were very actively involved in the politics, in the local politics.
In the local
And
village?
Yes, and they normally used to help the villagers and the community always, like whatever we get together and make some kind of a small donation to make it better for the communities. Yes, we were in the position and back that time. Still, some of the siblings, they are actively involved with the
Oh,
politics.
you still are?
Yes, and the religion basis, I grew up in the Hindu religion. So majority of 85% people are Hindus in Nepal, and around 10% are Buddhist, and 5% are Muslim and other
religions.
religion. But we are
But
very, very good each
Involved.
other. We good each other. We go to worship in a Buddhist temple. We go to, Buddhists go to the Hindu temples. We go to see the Muslim the Muslim temple, right? So we have very good connection. We don't have that kinds of discriminate like each other. We respect each other. We go along good, very well.
That's
and
good.
yes, and there it's a good. We are good in the religion.
Now, going back to your village, what was the population then when you were growing up? How big was it?
It was, I would say, probably 3,000 people.
3,000, so
Yes.
very small.
Very small village, right.
And so all the kids will go together to school and
Right.
walk 20 minutes and then walk back and then
Right.
go to work.
Yes.
You said rice farms, correct?
Yeah, we produce the rice, corn. Some of my land we produce potatoes and some vegetables.
So
Yeah.
vegetables
Mhm.
and oh,
All kinds of food. Normally, we really don't buy much produce from the outside. We raise our goats. We raise our own cows. We milk the cow and provide us all the, milk
dairies.
and dairies and butter and all everything. We make our own. We have the chicken in the farm. Every chicken. Whenever we like to eat the meat, chicken, goat, we provide our own.
Wow.
So
so you learn how to make cheese and
yes, everything, how to
bread.
milk the,
Wow.
bread, how to milk the cow, how to harvest, the corn, potatoes, and everything. I did in entire my life till when I was 15, 16 years.
Wow.
Yes.
That takes me to my next question. Tell me about your business or what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with the way you grew up learning how to cook and make some stuff.
Right. I came here and I had no clue, like in the restaurant business, and I started as a bosser, boss boy, in one of the Indian restaurant in Akbar Charles Street.
Okay.
And I started from there, and I get promoted as a manager, and then after I open and run a couple of businesses in the Indian restaurant in Colombia. And finally, I opened my own. It's my restaurant name. It's called the Namaste. I'm here in Crofton, Gambrels. So I have that really good people. They love to come here, and they feel so comfortable. They feel like this is their home, and they feel comfortable. We have a fabulous, good Northern Indian food. We serve all the people, and the lunch and dinner.
So you do lunch
So
and dinner
Dinner, right. And
every day, Monday to
seven
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
365 days a year.
Right.
Wow.
No, we close on
Oh, you do
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yes.
The only day is
Yeah,
closed.
only the one day we close on Thanksgiving. We all get together.
And how long you had the business open?
This been 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. So yeah, this one is 3 years.
So we can
right.
say that you have accomplished the American dream.
Definitely, I'm so fortunate to be here in this country, and fortunate to have my wonderful family. My wife, she's the best, and everything. She's the supporter. If she's not here, I wouldn't be in this position. So makes me always. I'm the luckiest person in the earth. So I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing wonderful business here, and people love us in the community, and my guests are wonderful. So I'm lucky to be here in this area in the business.
And I know the food is very good. I've been here before.
Thank you so much.
So thank you for having me here today, having all of us, the whole crew. And so we look forward to seeing you again.
Oh, definitely,
some point.
sure. And come for so if you want to have something good Northern Indian food, we have the various large menu. We serve especially all the grilled seafood,
Seafood as well.
yeah, lamb, chicken, all the vegetarian options. So love to have you here.
So
And
you have a good
yeah.
menu.
Yes,
Lots
we have
to
a
choose
very
from.
choose menu.
And then for lunch you have a buffet, right?
Yeah, we have a lunch buffet, but people can order from the menu as well.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that's from 11 to
11:30 till 2:30,
11:30.
Monday to Friday, and Saturday, Sunday 11:30 till 3 o'clock, and we will reopen at 5 to 10:30.
Wonderful. Well,
Yes.
again, thank you so much for having us. And I learned so much from you today. I look forward to maybe a second interview
Sure.
next time. I don't know. We'll see. And,
Definitely.
again,
Anytime.
thank you. I
And
appreciate you so much.
Pleasure to have you here all, and thank you for coming here, and I hope you all enjoyed my restaurant.
I did, and
Thank you.
I smell the food already, so I'm hungry now.
Great, thank you so much. Pleasure to
Thank
be here.
you.
Thank you.